So in this video, I will show you how to analyze a 2D reinforced concrete frame in SAP2000. I will show you how to model in the elements. I'll show you how to define the properties, the loads, the load combinations, and so on and so forth. And as a bonus, I will show you the results from the Hardy cross moment distribution method so that you can cross-check the values from software like SAP2000. So without further ado, let's get started. So upon clicking on new model over here, I will choose the blank option over here, and I will close one of the 3D views over here, and I will go to view and set 2D and choose the XZ plane. So we will be modeling in this 2D plane over here. So now let's actually define the actual geometry of our 2D frame. So let's proceed to the define tab over here and choose the coordinate systems / grids button and click on modify / show system over here. So for this tutorial, I will start out at 0, 0 over here and key in 6 meters here, 10 over here, and 16. For the Z grid, I will key in 0, 4 meters, and 7.5, like so. And I will call this E, F, G, and H. And I'll just call this level 1, level 2, and level 3. I'll click on OK and OK once more. So you might be faced with this glitch over here with SAP2000. So let's just go back to view, set 2D view, and click on apply once more. So now let's define the actual members for our 2D frame over here. So in the spreadsheet, we'll be using a 300 by 600 beam and a 300 by 350 column over here. So let us define that by going to define over here and hover on the section properties over here and click on frame sections. Click on add new property over here and make sure to choose reinforced concrete or concrete over here. Click on rectangular. So I will define the beam as B1, 300 by 600 over here. So the depth is 600 millimeters or 0.6 meters over here. And the width is 0.3 meters. I'll just leave the concrete material as it is. And I will add another property over here for the column over here and name it C1, 300 by 350. So the depth is 0.35 and the width is 0.3. Click on OK and OK once more. So now let us model in the structure itself. As in my previous SAP2000 tutorial, all you need to do is just go to the draw frame / cable button over here and click on it. And let us draw in the column first. So we'll start the column over here at the base, like so. And if you feel that drawing it in individually is repetitive, you can try this method where you select this column over here and click on edit and proceed to replicate over here. And let's replicate it along the x-axis over here. So this distance is 4 meters over here. So key in 4, click on apply, like so. And you can select this column over here and key in 6, click on apply. And that's how you can use the replicate tool over here. So now let's draw in the beam. So I will draw in from column to column over here. So I will start from this end, work my way over here, to here, to here. And now that we've already drawn in the frame itself, let us define the supports over here. So let's click on assign, go to joint, and click on restraint. For the purposes of this tutorial, I will just simplify it and make it fixed over here. And I will select each of the nodes at the base of the structure and the top. I will click on OK. So now that we've already modeled the structure, let us key in the loads. But before we do that, we have to define the load parameters first. So in the spreadsheet over here, I have defined a lump dead load of 25 kilonewtons per meter and a live load of 10 kilonewtons per meter. So let us go to the define tab over here and define the load pattern first. So typically you will have the dead load defined already by default. So for the purposes of this tutorial, I will define the self-weight and other dead loads as one lump sum. So I don't need SAP2000 to double count for us over here. So I'll key in 0 at the self-weight multiplier. And I'll click on modify load pattern over here. And I will key in the live load pattern over here. And select live and add new load pattern over here and click on OK. So now let's proceed back to the define button over here and define the load cases over here. So this is what we were looking for, a linear static load for both dead and live. You can ignore the modal load case. Click on OK. And once again, back to the define tab, let's click on load combinations here and add new combo. So I'm using Eurocode 2 in this example. So the dead load is going to be scaled up by 1.35 and the live load will be scaled up by 1.5 over here. And I'll just leave it as combination 1 and click on OK. OK once more. So now let's actually define the load for our structure here. So let's proceed to the assign button over here. Go to the frame loads over here and click on distributed. So I will choose the dead load option first and I will click on add to existing loads over here. And I will key in 25 as in the spreadsheet over here. And apply. And for the live load, I will apply it to just the left and the right span over here. If you were to accidentally add the wrong load to any one of the beams, what you can do is click on delete existing loads, select it, and apply. So that's pretty much it on the assign frame distributed loads tool over here. So now let's let SAP 2000 analyze the structure for us. So click on F5 as a shortcut and click on run now. I haven't saved this yet, so I will just save it first. So I'll just name it as a 2D frame example, like so. And let's click on show undeformed shape over here. And to show the results that I've shown in the beginning, click on this button over here, show forces / stresses over here. Click on frames, cables, and tendons. And make sure we are selecting combination 1 and select moment free over here. And you will see the bending moment diagrams over here. So you can see the maximums over here is about 68 kilonewton meters and about 134 kilonewton meters over here. And let's see the spreadsheet here. So we got 68.8 and 135.5. So that's very close. And let's proceed to the next span over here. So 90, 93 and 93 over here. And this span should be similar to the first span over here. So 68 is over here roughly and 133. So it's very, very close to the Hardy Cross moment distribution method over here. So this Hardy Cross method is very good to serve as a sanity check for your values. So let's scroll down over here and check on the maximum bending moments first before looking into the shear forces of the beam. So let's proceed back to SAP2000 over here. You can see that the maximums are 117 kilonewton meters. We got 118 from our hand calculation over here. I will explain these formulas in a separate tutorial focusing on Hardy Cross's method over here. But for this tutorial, we can see that our values are very much in line with SAP2000. And in the middle span over here, we get a bending moment of about 26 kilonewton meters over here, whereas we got 27 from our calculation. So one quick tip to note is that if you want to view this bending moment diagram for this specific span, left click on this beam and right click on it, and you will be greeted with this diagrams for frame object window, and you can move the cursor around to check the values yourself. So again, the maximum in the middle is about 117, as we've seen just now. On the very left, we get about 69.7, so it's slightly larger than our value over here in the spreadsheet, but that's acceptable. And 134.5, so again, within margin of error. So that's pretty much it. So now let's look at the shear forces here. Click on Shear 2, click on Apply. And again, let's analyze the figures over here by looking at the beam. We get 135 and 157, which is in the same ballpark as this over here. Moving on. We get 67.5 and 67.5, which is what we get over here exactly. And the last span should be the same as the first span over here. 157 and 135 kilonewtons. So that's pretty much in the same ballpark over here. So that pretty much sums up today's SAP2000 tutorial on analyzing 2D reinforced concrete frames. If you enjoyed this tutorial, like this tutorial, share this tutorial, and subscribe for more SAP2000 and structural engineering related tutorials like this. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.